Hey guys, it's Lotus and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about my bullet journaling journey because this is the 4th year officially that I've been bullet journaling, and I found some of my old bullet journals the other day and was looking through them, and I thought it would be fun to kind of share them on my channel and show kind of how I've progressed throughout the years. So I have them all to the side here. I'm going to show you a flip through of each one and kind of talk about how I got my start with bullet journaling and how I think I've evolved as the years passed. So yeah, let's get right into it. So I officially started bullet journaling in 2018. My original bullet journal setup is actually on my channel, so if you want to go and watch my first ever bullet journal setup, I will link it in the cards or in the description. Be sure to go check that out. And it was very simplistic. It was my first bullet journal. I'm going to show that in a few minutes. But I decided to start bullet journaling because in 2017 I started seeing Amanda Rach Lee's videos, and at the time I was using a planner that I bought, and I was like, oh, I really want a bullet journal, but I already bought this planner for the year, so I didn't want to like waste the planner, so I was like, okay, I'll use it out and then start bullet journaling the next year. But as I was thinking to myself, I realized that I actually kind of started bullet journaling a little before 2018. I just didn't know what bullet journaling was yet. But when I was starting college, I basically took a blank journal that I have here that I covered with some scrapbook paper, and it was a blank journal, and I just made the calendars and everything by myself. And bullet journaling is essentially, as we all know, just you drawing out spreads in, you know, a blank notebook pretty much, and designing calendars and like writing down your to-do list. And there's different kinds of bullet journaling, and so when I thought about it, I was like, you know, I've actually been doing this a lot longer than I thought. I just didn't know what bullet journaling was back then. But when I started college in 2015, I decided to make my own planner. But looking back at it, it is kind of like a bullet journal, you know, like I made this little cover spread with like all the things I like: Pokemon, YouTube, Taylor Swift, 5 Seconds of Summer, Harry Potter, and just like a bunch of things that make up me that I thought was pretty cool. Looking back at it, it is a very simple style because it is just calendars and then weekly setups, and then for some I printed out the little icons that match the months. So you can see for September here I have a little leaf, and all of these header titles were printed out from, I guess, like Tumblr gifs that it flashes when it's a new month, and I thought they were pretty, so I just kind of downloaded month headers and just printed them out and cut and paste them into the notebook. So yeah, I don't know if I can really call this bullet journaling, but it is very similar to, I guess, a bullet journal, but my 2015-2016 version when I didn't know what a bullet journal was. So yeah, looking back, this is kind of one of my first journals or planners, and I thought it was pretty cool. So yeah, that is this one. So moving on to 2018 or 2019's bullet journal. This is the notebook that I used when I first started bullet journaling. It's one of the Leuchtturm, is it 1917? That was called, whatever. But it's one of the A4 size journals. This was the first bullet journal I got. This notebook a lot of people used to use, and I kind of just put a lotus flower sticker on it so you knew it was mine. And I was able to fit 2 years in here. So starting off, I did a very simple cover page. I used to fill out the table of contents in the beginning, but then it started to be a lot of work, so I decided to stop. But this was my year at a glance page, and I did this setup. Then this was January's, February's, and these monthly setups are on my channel as well, so I'm going to skip over them a little quickly and show you guys some new stuff. So starting with March, I did a Women's History Month page, and then I have the March cover. Fun fact, I actually filmed the March setup, but I never had a chance to edit it because of school and midterms and everything got so busy, so it never made it on my channel. And this was a really exciting theme for me. I really loved the greenery, the leaves, and I felt like the cover page and the whole theme was like very full and, I don't know, very satisfying as compared to like my other themes. And I really got to experiment with the weeklies too, which I really liked. And this is one of the first, I guess, quote pages I did, marching into April. I really like how this turned out. April was probably my least favorite theme I did that year. It's like the only one I didn't post pictures of on my Instagram because I just thought it was really ugly. This is probably my favorite spread with the clouds and it looks like it's raining and the numbers inside. This is a really good spread. I really like doing this layout style for weekly spreads. Then we have May. The May theme was lavenders, and this was inspired by Amanda. A lot of people were doing this theme at the time. And I really liked it. I found it really relaxing. This is one of the only times I did a doodle page. And then this layout was probably my favorite. This is for the end of the year for college, so there wasn't much to do, but I think this is organized very neatly, very aesthetic. Maybe I should try to do a spread like this in the future again. I just don't have upcoming events now because I'm still kind of home in quarantine, but we'll see, we'll see. And this is a page I did when BTS Love Yourself Tear came out. I really loved the way it looked, and it kind of looks like my initials, LS, if you look kind of closely, I don't know. And I kind of just made it into a pride quote page or drawing page because June was Pride Month, and I thought it looked pretty cool next to my bright, colorful June theme. Oh, this is one of my favorite designs. Wow, I should try doing something like this again. But this is the June calendar with the citrus theme. I guess the reason I had a lot of space in this journal is because I used to use one spread for the whole month when it was like summertime or when I didn't have a lot going on. July theme was one of my favorites. Obviously, July is Independence Day in America, 4th of July, and so like fireworks are a big theme, I guess, for that month. So I decided to make my theme fireworks, and I think it turned out really pretty and really cute. So this was a really fun theme to do. And again, my weekly that encompasses the whole month. Moving on to August, I did a butterfly theme, so I drew these two butterflies on the cover page. I think this month I was trying to keep things more simple, didn't have much going on. I like this memories page, this is really cute. And then of course school started back at the end of August, so I guess I wrote college week 1 just to have some space. And then I used to do these semester logs, but as you can see I barely filled it in. In September I did the sunflower theme. I was so excited for this. I think it turned out really nice. And yeah, I was really excited for this theme because I saw a lot of people doing it and I just really wanted to try it out myself. I love how this turned out as well. You know, I think I did some better themes back in 2018 than I'm doing now, or like spreads, not themes. Because some of these layouts are really cute, and the designs as well. Oh my god, this sunflower one is so cute. Okay, every spread is so cute. Okay, moving on to October, you have the Lonesome Pumpkin. I really like this title design with the colorful marker and then written over it in a cursive. I think this is so elegant and cute, so I might try and do some of those elements again nowadays. Oh, and my Happy Halloween page, this is so nice. I really love this. Okay, so you have Halloween, and then my November theme, which was Vulpix from Pokemon. So I have a regular Vulpix and a Alolan Vulpix kind of meeting each other. So it's saying going away from fall and hello winter. So it's kind of like the transition from fall to winter. But I only drew the Vulpixes for the cover page because the rest is kind of blank. I was really busy with school during this time, so this is a very sad basic calendar. And this is the only time I think I ever did a Dutch door. So I have my tasks and events, this measly Dutch door, and then some other tasks and events. But this is actually pretty interesting. And now we have December 2018. So I have a little quote page. The calendar, which looks very festive. Countdown to Christmas! And then the weeklies with the whole month on one spread, like I love to do. And then I did a divider because I had like half the journal left, so now I just made a little birthday spread for myself because my birthday is in December. And then I made a title page for 2019. So this is my future log for 2019. I tried to do the vertical layout of having like 6 months on one spread, 6 on the other, and then having things in a somewhat organized way. I do like how this looks, but I don't really have many events going on for the foreseeable future, so that's why I went with a more simplistic layout for this year. Then I made a goals for the year page. I didn't really fill it in much. So for January I did the crystal theme. This looks so awful. This orange ring that bled through from the brown marker, it just looks so bad. It ruined my crystal aesthetic. But I did try to do a geode as my mood tracker, so that's why I used that brown marker. But these pages were very thin, so it had a lot of ghosting and bleeding, which is why I switched to a different journal for bullet journaling in the other years. And this was my weekly. And moving on to February. February was one of my favorite themes for 2019 because I did a balloon arch theme. So I've seen a lot of pictures on Instagram of for parties or like weddings or any kind of like big event. People have those balloon arches and I thought they were so cool. And so I made a theme kind of dedicated to hanging balloons and balloon arches, so that was my cover. Then I put some hanging balloons for the calendar. Some more hanging balloons for the mood tracker. And then some like balloon clusters for the weeklies. Oh, this one is my favorite. This one is so pretty. The way that they kind of fan out from the sides. Ooh. This is one of my favorite themes I did that year. Oh my gosh, wait, March is another one of my favorite themes I did in 2019. So we have the hot air balloon theme. This is one of my favorite spreads. Oh my gosh, you're floating away in the clouds with your beautiful hot air balloons. Oh my gosh, I take that back what I said about February. This was my favorite theme for 2019. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. So we have the calendar, the mood tracker, and then I kept the weeklies very simple because March was very busy during college. It was like midterms time and I was very involved on campus, so I had a lot to do. And then April, I did the cherry blossom theme. So we have a quote from Mulan. And then we have the cover page, which is just some cherry blossom petals floating around and then some on the tree. Then we have the calendar. And yeah, you can really see the ghosting of the branches from the opposite page, but I don't know, for this it's not that bad. For the other page it just looked bad. Then I use the same simple weekly spread layout. This was so easy to set up when I was like busy in school because it's literally just strips of color and writing the days of the week on top. And I don't think I knew what to do for May's theme, so I kind of just drew these lotus flower looking things or water lilies on the cover, and then tried to draw some more like closed ones for the calendar spread, and then went back with my simple weekly layout. And then we have June. I did a cute little ice cream theme, or like popsicles and those kind of stuff. This is not my favorite calendar. I think it was, the color choices ended up not looking that great together, but I think the header part is really cute. And then we have July. I did a flamingo theme. Oh my gosh, I remember this one. So I have this little July border for the title and a little flamingo in the back. And then the calendar. This was one of my favorite ones to do too. Oh my gosh. I love how this one turned out. And then I have this spread. This was inspired by someone I saw on Instagram. So I kind of emulated it in my own way. But this one is so pretty too. And then we have August, which was the seashell theme. And there wasn't much to do for August except go to work, so I just did a mini calendar on one page. And then I did one spread for the whole month again, with just, I guess, a seashell border in the middle. And then for September, I did Harry Potter. I love how this calendar turned out. I have the little ombre of the title, a little Hogwarts silhouette, the owl, all the colors. Oh, it looks so cool. And then for the weeklies I did 1 week for each house. So I have Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, Slytherin. And then moving on to October. So October I did a moon theme. So I just drew one big moon in the middle. And I colored it in with like silvery, gray, and whitish pens to make it kind of shiny looking. And I used one of those glitter pens, so that's why it looks very reflective. My favorite weekly. So easy, just one color strip at the top. And then we have November. I think I didn't know what to do for November, so I just drew a turkey with some, I don't know, Native American style patterns in the feathers of the turkey for Thanksgiving. Then very simple setup. And finally December, which is the last month in this journal, so we have December's cover page. And that was it. So on the back cover of this I just wrote, "Until next time." And do I have anything in the pocket? Not right. Oh my god, I have confetti from my graduation ceremony. That's it. But yeah, that is it for this journal. So it did take up 2 years. And yeah, I found it really interesting to see the kind of art styles I was doing in here, the kind of theme designs and like spread designs. Although like my life is not the same as it was back then, like I was really busy during these years, I do still want to try to do some of those spread layouts again. because I think they turned out really cool. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. So next we have 2020's bullet journal, and I did a full flip through of this on my channel, so I'm not going to flip through the entire thing again. If you want to see that video, I'll link it. But for this one, I wanted to kind of talk about the spreads that I really enjoyed doing, because I definitely think you can see the change in my style from 2019 to 2020. And part of that was because I had more time, since for most of the year I was home, so I could do more intricate designs or more intricate like themes. So yeah, and I did switch to an Archer and Olive notebook for 2020. So some of my favorite spreads from 2020 has to be this quote page from my lantern theme, because it was so pretty, and I just love looking at it. This one was inspired by like Tangled, with the lanterns that they use there, and I just love this spread. It just gives you such a warm, cozy, wholesome vibe. So yeah, I just love the way this one turned out. I also really loved this quote page with the honeybees and transitioning into Naruto for April. And I think my all-time favorite cover page that I did in 2020 was this Pokemon one, with all the evolutions in like a comic book style. This one took a long time, but I love Pokemon, and I really want to try to do a Pokemon bullet journal, like have all the themes be different kinds of Pokemon, because Pokemon is like, there's endless categories, there's so many different types, you could do so many different things with it. So yeah, maybe in the future I want to try doing just Pokemon themes, so we'll see. But this was definitely my favorite one that I did last year. It was also the introduction of this layout for me, with the split in the middle and the designs in the center with 7 days of the week on the side. I really like this for space and for, I guess, efficiency. And yeah, I think the design down the middle just makes it look so classic. In 2020, my favorite thing was really just doing the quote pages, because I didn't have time to do that before. So like this quote page for the ending of July, and then August cover page. It's just two very like artistic spread like pages next to each other, and the spread just looks really cool. So yeah, I really like these. This August koi fish theme was also very, very pretty, so I just love the way everything turned out for this month. Then I also have this ending quote page for August, and my BT21 theme for September. And then this one for October, the haunted house and the BT21 characters on the side. I just thought these pages that I get to put artistic elements in were just so fun to do. So that's why this year I've been trying to do a quote page or art page in front of all of my monthly spreads. And yeah, like I said, there's already a flip through of this one, so that's it for this journal. And now that brings us to the present. So this is my current bullet journal that you guys have been seeing me do monthly setups in. And so far I feel like I've gotten to experiment a lot this year. I'm doing like themes that I wouldn't normally do. For example, marches with the clock tower. I do have the setup of this on my channel as well. Like, I have a setup for everything, besides the ones that I showed you guys the full flip through of. But yeah, I just really like how they've been turning out with like the quote pages and everything. And I hope that over time this year I'll get to do more like artistic based spreads, and as like I guess figure things out, because after graduating college in December I kind of don't have any like set in stone tasks to do, or like mandatory things to do, so I'm kind of just going with the flow of my schedule so far. So hopefully as things progress this year, I'll be able to fill them up in my journal and also think of some new themes to show you guys. So definitely look forward for that. So yeah, that is the end of this video. So if you enjoyed watching, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. And please do let me know what other kinds of videos you would like to see in the future, or any bullet journal spreads or anything related to that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye!